plaintiffs, Andrew Murchell and his mother, Andrea, say they were homeless when they met the defendants. And 10 minutes after meeting, the defendants asked them if they wanted to use crystal meth. Andrea claims after she got an inheritance, she gave the defendants a loan, but they're suing because they have yet to be repaid. Defendants Nicholas Thorson and Taylor Day say when they met the plaintiffs were living in their car. Nicholas insists they repaid the loan to Andrea, but she got drunk and gambled the money away. They're countersuing because they say the plaintiffs left them 32 threatening and harassing voicemails, forcing them to call the police.
Start with you.
Your Honor, my son and I were at a gas station in Forest Lake. We were homeless at the time.
When?
This was in the fall of 2014.
Okay.
We were sitting in a spot, we were homeless, and the patrons running in and out. These two pulled up, Nicholas Thorson and Taylor Day next to us. We were hurt, I was hurt, and my son was too for a cigarette. So I told my son, I said, I'm gonna get out of the car and ask him for a cigarette. They gave me a cigarette. And then we all started talking. We became friends and started getting to know each other. In the course of talking to them, they asked us if we did crystal meth or were interested in doing it.
That's not true, Your Honor.
And
how long after meeting them did that occur?
it was right the same, it was like within about 10 minutes after getting the cigarette from them.
Okay.
Yes. They asked if we would be interested in smoking with them, and if we had ever done it. I told them, I said, I had done it in the past, okay? And they said, well, you know, and then they did smoke a bowl of pot, okay, with me.
Why didn't they smoke the crystal meth? Because you said
Because
no?
I think it was because we were
Okay.
right in there in the parking lot, and patrons were going in and out, although it was
smoking weed in the parking lot, that was wrong
A
too.
bowl, yes, he had a...
I believe they were waiting for a drug deal.
That's what they
why
told us.
Their supply had been
That's
You
what
say
they
you
told
believe
us.
it, she
satisfied.
says they told you. What did they tell you exactly, ma'am?
that they were waiting for
No,
someone.
I say your mom. What did they tell you
They
exactly?
said they had to meet somebody up there and that's why they were there.
Okay, they told you all that.
Yes, I asked
We
them.
sell, I want you to smoke some crystal meth or buy it. And by the way, we're waiting on our supplier.
That's what we learned, and maybe
Okay.
not exactly in that way, but that's
You fellas
what
weren't
it
very
rounded
bright.
up to.
If you're doing that type of dealing. Okay, and then what did that lead to afterwards?
Well, that's how it led to them asking if we did anything else like crystal meth.
Got all that. Then what? After that day, did you develop a friendship?
Yes, we
How?
kept
What happened
standing
the next
outside
time
talking.
How did you communicate with them the next time? When was your next communication with them?
Like the next day.
It was about
The next day?
Yep.
So they gave you the number.
Yes.
Okay, for what? Did they say why they're giving you the number?
So that I
Because
could contact them to buy some on my payday.
Buy some what?
Crystal meth.
Let me hear your side.
Well, like she said, we had met them in a gas station, but it wasn't to stop and wait for a drug deal. We were stopping to get cigarettes on our way home.
Okay.
And my fiance here, Taylor, was on his way into the store to get some cigarettes. And on his way out, they asked if they could have one. So we got to talking because I noticed that they were sleeping in their car. We also had just given them some leftover McDonald's we had because I've been homeless, I know how that is. And so we got to talking a little bit and realized we knew some people in common, and it was about 2 weeks later, Andy had called us asking if we wanted to hang out with them. And so we went over there, played some Pac-Man on his video games and everything, just hung out, got to know him a little better.
Smoke y'all weed.
Because his sister had known my sister back in high school.
Y'all
We
sitting
found
there
out.
playing Pac-Man, smoking weed, then what? That's why y'all got together. Call us, man, if you want to smoke. Go ahead, then what?
Well, and then they had gotten she had gotten an inheritance because her mother had passed away a few months later. Okay. And around that time, we had our house had been condemned and inhabitable, and so we had no place to go. Asked if we could stay on their couch for a little bit until we got back on our feet, and she offered us a loan to get a hotel until we figured out what we were going to do next. And then.
All right, tell me about the loan.
Your Honor, I can say the exact date when I got the loan because I got the small inheritance check
Okay.
after my mother passed away. My two older sisters went with me to the bank, the local bank in Forest Lake. I went to deposit.
They admit to receiving the loan.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
When did they agree to repay it?
March 31st from his mother's estate, and I have the paperwork right here with his signature that he signed in front of my personal banker that he'd paid.
You got a pretty decent inheritance?
No, actually I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I did not.
How much was it? I'm just being nosy now.
It was, Your Honor, it was approximately $6,200, yes.
Pretty decent, all right. When you're homeless, that's pretty good. All right. And you loaned them $500 on March 31st?
No, March 14th.
March
the
14th.
exact date.
And when was it to be repaid?
March 31st from his mother's estate is what he told
Gotcha.
me in front of my personal banker when I handed him the $100 bills right in front of her.
What has happened since then?
Of course, I texted him.
Ask for your money.
Yes.
Because they wouldn't answer their phone.
They kept ignoring us, in fact, right after they got the money.
That's not true, Your Honor.
They were supposed to bring me a pickup truck that was in his dad's name with the keys for collateral. Right after
Never
the
gave
loan,
it to her.
he was leaving the bank. We were going home. My son and I sat at my apartment, and he never came. When I texted him and called him, they ignored me.
Out outside the motel for how long?
That's
Got threatened to get towed.
Be quiet, sir. Let her
That's
talk.
a
You done
lie.
smoked the woman's money up. Now you want to get here and deny it. Have you repaid it? If not, why?
We did repay it. We went
That's a lie,
to-
Your Honor.
Let him
When?
finish.
Who was
It was, she actually did.
when. Who was there?
Can I finish talking?
Yeah, but I
How old are
gotta
you?
intercede.
How old are you?
How
Grow up.
young are you? Grow up. Get off your addiction
Are you a
habit and go
parent?
get
That's what I
help.
just said.
You can't be what small business you got, buddy?
Which one? I've
A
had
gambling
five.
one from running aces.
Drugs
and
and gambling.
selling methamphetamine, you liar. You're in a court of law.
If I was selling
And
meth,
you're lying
I'd be
under
poor
oath.
and homeless at the
I read your paper.
All right, ma'am. That's
Chronic
enough.
liar.
That's enough.
Terrible.
All right. When
No,
do you?
you're not
when-
gonna get away with nothing in this world.
All right,
That's why we
ma'am.
got a justice
Ma'am,
system in the
ma'am,
end. You're gonna face your
ma'am,
maker.
Ma'am, that's enough.
Okay.
When did you repay it?
I don't know the exact date, but she actually gave us until April 31st, not March, because she gave us a month and a half to pay it back. And
That's
it was
wrong,
about
Your
2
Honor.
weeks.
It says in this,
I have
the
the
Then
end
what?
of March. The
I
end
have
of
the
March.
What is
statement
that?
right here.
That's the note. So he's already lying right
That is
there.
the certified letter.
How would I
Quit
come up
it.
with $500 being home
Go
for
on.
2 weeks?
Go on.
Today
Stop
is
it.
March
Get help.
14th.
just
I
lied.
will pay 500
Crying.
by
You
the
said we gave you a month. It
chronic.
was till the end of the month.
And Taylor, you did tell me when you two were arguing as lovers,
Ma'am.
if he don't pay you, I will. I promise.
It was 2
That's how
weeks.
Taylor got brought in.
He says, you say it was April 31st.
No,
He
it
handed
wasn't.
me a note where it says you agreed to the end of March, sir.
Oh, was it?
And yet
I
you
thought-
don't
Oh,
remember
was
when
it?
you go.
Yeah.
But you're being honest.
Do I have a copy of it? Hell no.
So, sir,
I believe, honestly.
you claim to have repaid when?
Yes. It was about a week after we had borrowed the money because my grandpa had given me some of my inheritance early from my mother passing away.
So you paid approximately March 21st. If it was a week later. Go ahead. What
Well,
else?
Taylor's best friend and us had gone up to Forest Lake to visit some of my friends, and Andy needed a ride home from work, so we picked him up and brought him home. He got in the shower, and while he was in the shower, we paid her back. And then after he got out, got ready.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
They asked us if we wanted to go to a casino, and so we said, okay, I guess.
I think
had our
that's
friends
just
meet
sell
us up
that,
there,
my
and then.
500.
Can I finish talking, please? We didn't interrupt you.
No, because you're lying under oath.
Ma'am. Go ahead.
So we went to the casino, and then she had gotten very, very belligerently drunk and lost all of her money and escorted off the property. And
So he's saying you gave her the money back, and that's what she did. Went to the casino, got drunk, and was escorted off the property.
yeah, the
All
casino
right.
was a
She didn't need to go to the casino with your little money. She was 6,000
Well,
straight.
she had gone through-
6,000.
She had gone through
You
that.
need your little $500.
She had blown that
Do you have
$6,000.
any proof that you paid her?
Other than a witness, no, we do not.
All right, and the witness, no doubt, is your co-defendant.
Also,
his
my
best
friend
friend.
Anna was there
Where
as
is
well.
she?
She wasn't able to make it.
All right. $2,500 for harassment and defamation. How do they owe you for that?
All right. For the harassment, his phone had been turned off, so they only had my number. I had gotten phone call after phone call after phone call, and I'd shut my phone off because I was sick of it. I ended up having 32 voicemails.
Yeah, phone calls over what?
From them just calling me over and over, harassing.
For what?
They
Harassing
left-
for the money.
Harassing for the money
When
that
was
we
this?
had already
When
paid
was this?
back.
When was this?
It was probably about the middle of April.
Mid-April, they were calling for money
Yep.
that
and
you had
then
paid them the second week of
Well,
March.
see,
That's pretty odd.
The issue was her.
No, you just told me the
well, her
issue.
son-
They calling you for money,
Yeah.
and you had already paid them.
Yes.
So both of them were high at that point, obviously.
They,
Evidently.
well,
She's on SSI and she had to spend that $6,000 within 2 weeks of the date
Let's
she
see the
got
harassment, sir. I'm not going
Okay.
to let you count the woman's money. Let's
Yeah.
stick with this harassment
All right.
that you claim was coming after you paid them.
I had multiple voicemails left threatening our lives, calling us.
Did they say why they were threatening you? Usually people do.
Yes,
When
they
people
said-
call you and they say, "Aren't you no good? Such and such, you better give me my money."
Yeah.
They did?
Yes.
All right, and then how did you respond?
Didn't leave a reason. They were threatening. I mean, we had to call the police.
Why didn't you call them back and say, "We don't owe you"? Don't you recall? We gave you the money 1 week after you loaned it to us. Are you high? What's wrong with you?
She
I
never
remember
called-
you went to the casino. Don't you remember that? Don't you remember I handed you the 500 when my man was in the shower? And then we went to the casino and you lost the $500 and the police had to escort you out? Don't you remember? That's what a person would do. Instead, you didn't return the call at all.
Well, I had.
I'm going to dismiss your claim. I don't believe you. $2,500
We have
is
a police
dismissed.
report.
Your $500 is granted. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Justice is served.
Justice prevails.
okay, well, you asked me my. Hey, look at your teeth. Go smoke some more meth, you crazy.
There's more good than evil in the world. You are why evil exists.
We need to talk to our workers.
Fix your addict habit. Taylor,
Really?
you might have a chance.
How long have you been sober? A day?
You're evil.
I'm in a treatment program,
You're
by the way.
evil.
Finally.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because you didn't go into the
Clean.
color wheel?
The amount of time got away from you because you were supplying us. Dumb.
I had
3 months
legit
clean.
businesses.
Because
I have 5.5 years
we
clean
didn't
until I
talk
met you and I
to you.
relapsed one night with you guys.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys lost my businesses,
Yeah,
defamed my
what
character,
business?
lost me all my clientele.
I'm sorry
What, for
we lost
dealing
your
crystal
drug
meth?
and gambling business.
I
Hello?
haven't done drugs since high school.
Hello? You're the dealer. Get help.
If I was selling drugs, would I be in this?
And do society a favor.
You're the one that needs help.
You disgust me.
Clown.
You're despicable.